Today, let's talk about motivation. How do you motivate yourself as a coach and hypnotherapist to continue with whatever it is that you need to do for your own business, for your clients, for your personal life, and everything in between, so that you can actually also help your clients to do the same? And so, this is like a really good discussion, right? Because truth of the matter is we can rely on being motivated all the time, and it's just going to be a roller coaster because motivation is a certain type of emotion. And like with all emotions, they flow and all emotions are temporary. So relying on something like motivation to get us through isn't the best way and is inefficient because there are going to be times where we are not motivated. So how can we still continue to show up for ourselves and our clients when we have times where we just don't give a shit, right? When we want to burn everything down. Um, what do you do in that situation? And I want to kind of give you a little bit of a quote that I found from the Huberman Lab podcast, which is a great podcast, by the way. I love nerding out on neuroscience stuff, and the Huberman Lab is fucking tremendous at providing this information. But in one of the podcast episodes, Andrew Huberman talked about motivation, and particularly intrinsic motivation, right? And so he says that there is no pill, bottle, potion, motivational speech, or podcast, or even a book can replace intrinsic motivation. So I know that some people wake up during the day and, play something motivating, which is sure it can really get you going, especially when maybe you didn't sleep well overnight or you just don't have that motivation. But what is more sustainable long term is this thing called intrinsic motivation, right? What causes you to be motivated intrinsically, internally, and actually to really, expand your mind here. We're always motivated by something, right? Motivation is always there. We're just motivated by different things. So, for example, not wanting to do anything and sleeping in is still a motivation. You're motivated. Someone who's sleeping in is motivated by sleeping in, right? And so when you think about motivation and what that is, really define that for yourself. And these are the questions, by the way, that you can also help your clients with. And intrinsic motivation is really what fuels you up to go to bed in the morning. And the simplest way to get into this is like ask yourself why, right? This is so cliche. I know it's cliche because it works. Like, really get in tune with your why. And a lot of people say that, and some people don't like hearing it because it's so cliche, but that is how you tap into your intrinsic motivation. Like, why are you deciding to do a video today, right? Why are you deciding to eat healthier? And keep on doing that, right? So I'll give myself as an example, right? It is Monday when I'm filming this, and I did not sleep well last night, but here I am doing it, right? Why? Why did I do this? Why did I decide to still do a video? Well, because number one, um, I like talking about this. It fuels me to talk about the subconscious. It fuels me to talk about motivation. It fuels me to talk about things that I've learned. And it's good for my business to be doing videos, right? I just know that. And I like that. So it's good for my business. Why? Okay, so why do I want to do things for my business? Because my business is something that I've worked on for years, and it has become this thing that is bigger than me. And because this business is, I know, going to make a massive impact in a lot of people's lives. And why is making an impact important for me? It's important to make an impact for me because I want to be able to give other people the tools to heal themselves in such a simple, easy manner just by looking inwards and knowing that they have all the answers within because their subconscious is is literally built to heal itself, right? Like it knows how to do it. You just need to know how to do it. And so why do I want to, spread this? Well, because it's so needed in this world. Our world is a little bit fucked up right now. So if I am that person, if I'm that light and I choose to be that light, then it is part of my purpose here, right? And why do I want to fit like why do I want to fill my purpose? Because I have stayed in a job for a long time where although I did help people, it became meaningful and I meaningless, I should say. It stopped becoming meaningful. It became meaningless. It became mundane. It didn't challenge me. I felt underappreciated. I felt overworked. Pretty much all the things, and realized that I cannot work for other people because that's just my personality. Working for other people pisses me off. So, and I'm just not the best person to be that person. And why do I want to, why do I want to fill out my purpose? Why do I want to make sure that I no longer find meaning? Well, because to me, living a meaningful life is one of the priorities in life after you gain wisdom from the challenges you've had in your life. And knowing that we're closer to death every single day. And I don't mean that um in a negative way at all. It's pretty much the truth. Every day we live, we are getting closer to death, right? And so, also in the past year, I've lost a lot of people in my life. So kind of like, why would I choose to do anything different where when I know that it can end tomorrow? It can end in a minute. I won't know if a wrecking ball were to come here and squish me, and like we just don't know these things, right? And so living in the moment and living day by day has been a focus in my life. And so if I didn't and look how deep that goes, right? Like I just want to live in the moment and have a meaningful life and be happy right now because I don't know when it will end and I don't want to regret it, right? And that goes to back into my nursing experience where I've had some elderly patients saying, uh, patients telling me, especially when I was in my young 20s, to live in the moment so that I don't regret it because they have or have not done some things that they regret not doing and now they're in a hospital bed, right? And so hearing that wisdom from people who are older than you in a young age hits you and stays with you, right? And so why did I get up today, even though I didn't sleep that well? Why did I choose to make a video to upload this, today? It's because um, I won't know when it'll end for me, and this is a way for me to create meaning in my life. Like to me, that makes me feel a feeling in my heart, right? This is what's going to drive me to continue to do this, even though it's the last thing I want to do. So, what is that for you? That was an example that I just modeled for you. But if you get really deep here and remember this every single day, then you are going to show up. You are going to show up for you and teach this for your clients, please, because it's a good reminder for everyone. And so what is your intrinsic motivation? It could be many things, right? That's one of my intrinsic motivations for me. But thinking about this exercise, what is coming up for you? I'd love to know. Comment it below. What are you intrinsically motivated by? And give and by putting that comment in, you are keeping yourself accountable for this. So share it below. What is it? What makes you want to get up in the morning, even though you don't want to get up in the morning? Make that clear for yourself, and share it below so you can be accountable because you deserve to be accountable. You deserve to have this intrinsic motivation. And again, share this with your clients so that they also find the things that help them get through their days and help them to continue to show up for themselves. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let me know. Share your intrinsic motivation in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you soon.